in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Duke's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quick release by the QB. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, running back on the move.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Completes it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Touchdown, Bama! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly.
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
14-0. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
What a job out in front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Using the quick game. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on a lot of times.
Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
2-0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And as he throws, got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play to go up top. Going to be incomplete. Broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one down.
Makes the grab. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callaway. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And finally, out of bounds. An explosive run by this ball carrier. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Number 19.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great...
Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one, obviously...
Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, if that guy's good, we might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
3.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Back to throw, it's Flowers. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's going to take off. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second down coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Rushes on him. Looking to scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fires to the right. It's complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Toss sweep to the left. Crosses to 40. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to get it to the marker. Find some fresh air. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll ride his man on the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll send the tight end in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Blue Devils line it up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Got the quick pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Flowers. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
Yeah, this defense had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Using his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The Blue Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Shoots it to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. On target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Immediately fires to the middle. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Across the 45. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown Duke. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to run it. runs through the tackle. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Calls his own number. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles. And at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing neat.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got...
Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He finds a dead spot in the middle, and they swarm him under.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
13.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last set. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. That really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in him. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
That's caught. It's Callaway. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Flowers. He fires one deep over the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the